Hello everyone, this is Ajayi Joel and this is Think and Act. This video I'll be making is towards the topic for this video is everyone was born a genius. Now when you ask somebody, an adult or an undergraduate, a graduate, a youth at this present time, that what are you actually good at? The response I discovered most people say is that I don't actually know what I am good at. I don't feel I am good at anything. I feel I'm just there to sleep and wake up, and um, maybe I'm good at singing. It's a maybe. Or sometimes just some people just tell you bluntly that no, I'm not good at anything, and you're like, just check. Like, I can't check. I'm not good at anything. This video is aimed at telling you that everyone is born a genius. What do I mean by everyone is born a genius? If a genius is somebody that can look for solutions to problem, if a genius is somebody that can solve a little problem, it is not necessary you change the whole world or you solve the problem of the world, because of course there is no one that can solve the problem of the world. But if a genius is someone that can figure things out, then every human being born with brains is a genius. Something just happened along the line when we were growing up, and this is a thing that most of us didn't get to know, and I will explain what happened. But before that, I want to bring it out to you and make you see and realize how that you are a genius. When we were children, we have to flash back to when we were children, and I want you to compare yourself with now and when you were very, very young. When you were very, very young, number one, you were very creative. You were very creative. You come up with lots of stuff. You tried to invent new things. You tried to create a car working on some rubbers. You tried to you just were creative. That's one. And number two, another thing that you were good at is you knew how to figure things out. You knew how to figure things out. And I want you to look at yourself now and compare with the previous time. Because the main reason why most people say that they are no longer creative or they have no talent is because of the lie that we've all believed. The lie that the society has given to us, and I will explain that some other time. The lie that we've all believed is that once you are not good at school, you are not relevant. Once you're not good at school, you don't know anything, and that is a big lie everybody is believing, to the point that people now shrink back from expressing who they really are. And there's a system that has been set in place to really kill the creativity in us. But that's not the teaching of today. The teaching of today is to prove to you that you actually have a talent, to prove to you that there is something you're actually good at. When you were very young, you knew how to figure things out. When your parents go out to, let's assume they travel and the likes, and you destroyed, let's say, assume you broke a plate, before they come back, you've tried to figure out how to fix the plate. Probably you used a paper tape, a cello tape for it, but you knew how to figure things out. Another thing is you were inquisitive. Most of you, when you were very young, you wanted to know things. You asked your dad, how do snakes give birth? Do they give birth via their mouth, or do they have an anus to give birth? How do women give birth? You wanted to know things. You asked questions. You made inquiries. But now you will discover that most students just go to school, they're not ready to ask questions because number one, they don't even like what they're learning. So these are the traits of being a genius. Another thing is you never gave up. You were never really ready to quit or give in to whatever challenges you were facing. You don't give up easily, unlike now. Now you try something and you feel you're tired, you feel it doesn't work out, then the next thing you give up. But if you remember when you were very young and you were trying something and people were like, it's gonna fail, you still kept figuring it out. I still remember today something happened early this morning. A a little girl was trying to fix her umbrella. The wind blew it and it all got all messed up. And I offered to assist her to help. And what she said was that she would figure it out herself. Now, most of these youths don't want to figure things out. There is a system in place that has caused all this, and this video is not about the system. This video is to show you that when you were young, you had big dreams. You made sand houses from the sand castles, and you had bigger dreams. You You were not afraid of building a bigger one than your friend, even though the thing fell down or broke or destroyed several times. You still kept building. So these are the traits of being a genius. You were figuring. You knew how to figure things out. You didn't give up. You were not afraid to fail. When you see a particular thing that it's impossible to do when you were very young, there was nothing like the fear of failing in your mind. But now we've grown up in a society that has so much um, stigmatized failure that none of us wants to fail. And not wanting to fail means not wanting to try. So this video is to tell you that everybody was born a genius. We have people naturally born with different talent. Everybody has something they are inclined to. But because we've all come into the school system where a monkey, a dolphin, and a monkey, a whale or a shark, and probably a snail are made to climb a tree. And we are graded on that. And whosoever comes out best is seen as intelligent. That is not the definition of intelligent. That is not the definition of being a genius. But we've been all made to buy into that, and that is why most people still hold back from the genius within them. So this video, if you're watching this video is directed at you to make you realize that when you were very young, you had dreams. When you were very young, you knew how to figure things out. When you were very young, you were ready to learn, unlike going to classes just because you wanted to go to classes, not because you are excited about learning. You understand? Unlike you were never ready to quit. Quitting was not in your dictionary. You were not afraid to fail. That means you were always ready to try out new things. We're always ready to try out new things. So the school system that we've all come in, which the society and the old belief system around it has affected us. But the society is supposed to thrive on our diverse nature as humans. There is a story I read from Sir Ken Robinson about a lady. She's a woman now, I believe so, Gillian Lynn, who was naturally born a dancer. But in school, she was always shaking, she was always moving, she was always behaving weird, acting weird. So the school thought she was having ADH or one kind of disease, and they had to call her mom to take her to the school of the deformed, to a special school. And the mom took her to a psychologist, who, after examining Gillian, whispered some things to her mom, then told, because while Gillian was in the office with her mom, the psychologist discovered that Gillian was always moving. Gillian was not comfortable sitting on one place. Gillian was always acting up. So whispered something to her mom, and the psychologist told Gillian that, I think she was 8 then, that we will soon be back. We want to go and check something out. But before he left, he played a tape recorder of a music in the right in the office. And by the time they went out, they closed the door and peeped probably through the window. Immediately the song started, Gillian stood up to begin to dance gracefully. What the psychologist told her mom immediately was that Gillian is not for school. School is not meant for Gillian. Gillian does not have any disease. Gillian does not need special school. Gillian needs to go to the dance school. Gillian was born naturally inclined to dancing. And from the same story, I discovered that she became one of the best dancers in the world. I think ballet and the likes, and she established dance schools around the world. There's someone else, Paul McCarthy, who didn't really like what the school was teaching him as regards music, even didn't like academics. But he still he didn't like the music classes they were holding, but he had a flair for music. He loved music. One plus one, mathematics was not for him. So we are all the society. We are all born with diverse talents, but the society has been thriving and struggling with academics alone, which shouldn't be. The society should not be based on academics alone. Music has been taught academically, arts has been taught academically, and all this shouldn't be so. All this shouldn't be so. So this video should make you realize that you have a talent that is very, very important to the world. You have something that you can contribute to the world, but it takes you to understand that you have those things before you can develop them. So this video is to help you wake those things up, to put it to your notice and to your attention that everybody was born a genius, but something happened along the line. You have to learn to wake up and discover the genius in you.